Good morning, everybody. It is May 13th. It's the next day. As you can see, there's lots of water laying around. Remember, we got rained out around that 3 or so, or maybe, I guess you guys weren't with me. 3 or 3:30 or something, we kind of got rained out. And it's just been a steady downpour, and it's currently 9:46 a.m. Whew, I almost got stuck. I just parked on that grass approach right there, and holy crap, is it ever wet and muddy. Whew! Just want to drive down here just a little ways and see if you can see what we've done here. I don't know if you can. Why that rain is. So to the left, you can tell that I've worked it, which is pretty much very saturated. And then to the right is the rest of the grass that still has to be worked. I don't know what I did. Probably like about 40 acres or so there last night, 50 acres. I don't have any idea, actually. I was going around and around and around and around and around and around and back and forth and filling so much that holy crap, you guys, I'm getting soaked here. I'm just getting soaked. Look at this. It's just a steady downpour out there. I know, I gotta get a new windshield put in this thing. Water's really pooling here. So we gotta remember, they've already had like 2 inches up here before we ever got here. Then it topped right off a little bit and enabled us to do some discing out here. Oh boy. And then I think they're gonna get another 2 inches here. Might get more. There's actually rainfall warnings out. I'm gonna sort of try pulling here. Try not to get stuck in the approach this time. Look at that. I guess I'm gonna take that sign down. Oh, we're gonna have a good rant about that here pretty soon. Not today. Mike is still only running on like a couple hours of sleep. So I actually have to head back to the south farm because it's dry enough to seed. Wow, is there ever a difference? It's getting borderline too much rain up here now. All the potholes are full, all the sloughs are full, the water's running down the ditches, water's running out of the fields. And back home, there's some ditches that are full of topsoil, like if land is blown, like you could take a snowmobile down the topsoil. Stark differences. Actually, Mike's gonna go get himself absolutely soaked here. I'm gonna dispose of this garbage. They saw me coming. They saw me coming. Oh, excuse me. Woo! Yeah, they put that thing in there pretty deep. Joke's on me. Don't worry, I'll get the final laugh when I come out here with my tractor next time. Okay. Boy, must be out of shape or something. But anyways, yeah, I think there's something like a section out here, give or take, to break. And I could break this stuff in the summer too. I wouldn't have to try and do it now. It's just if I could get anything seeded now, that would be awesome. That'd be awesome, right? But with all those plugs and dams that the ducks people stuck out there, which in a lot of those places it was illegal for them to do that, those have to be removed to allow the water to drain, because there's just water sitting. They made it so that water sits absolutely everywhere. Even in the natural water runs, they dammed them off. And I can't just go and remove all that as shown in the previous video because there's water around them. But anyways, let's go take a look at some of the water. So we're just gonna head down the highway here a little ways. We're gonna go to Ashtyn's field. She bought a quarter last year. And there is a lot of water pooling on that field. So let's go take a look at it. Okay, also need a windshield wiper on that passenger side. Look at that thing. So all this was very much farmable there last year. And there is just a lot of water. Let's go get a different angle. There we go. So that was all dry there last year because I was going to burn it and break it. But now I think I could boat on it. Yeah, so this slough right here to your right, that was completely dry. Hence there's trees actually in it. Right? That was farm. Well, up to the trees, obviously. Crazy. Look at that. So it's actually running right through the field here. Right here. So that's the, oops, sorry, I almost dropped the phone there. That's the stark differences between here and the main farm. It's day and night. We're blowing away. We're dry, dusty, chalky, dry out of popcorn farm, Kalahari Desert. And up here, I'm like, I should bring the boat. I don't even have a boat, but I think that's probably a guy should be investing in a boat. So it's borderline. It's too much rain, actually. At least in my opinion, it is up north. Seeding is going to be a challenge. We haven't started here yet. Obviously, look at it. It's so wet. But yeah, it's going to be a challenge. Well, we'll hit the road here and see what else we can find. And it's also quite windy, as you can hear. Well, I'm on the corner of my field here where I parked my tractor. And it's a little wet. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna head home to the south farm and go seeding. Need your kayaks up here, but go and seed back home. So I thought me, myself, and I would drive down about 30 or 40 kilometers to some of this land that we bought down here. Remember, we were doing all that burning and disking? Well, everything that we burnt and disked is underwater. In fact, there's even still snow out here. Guys, there's snow and water everywhere. What the heck? Here's some of the stuff that I was disking. Ow, 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 ow. That hurts my ears. Sorry, it probably hurts your guys' ears too. You see that there's some water running down the right-hand ditch. This was all burnt and disked. Wow. As well as that slough was. Yeah, it's windy. And look at this slough. Wow, that's deep. That was also all burnt and disked last fall. I bet you we lost 20% of our seedable acres. Maybe it's just going back to the acres that were only ever seedable. I knew everybody thought I would be crazy for breaking all those sloughs up. Oh well. I always feel good about doing it. I always enjoy that sort of thing. Look at all this water out here. Is this not crazy? That's my yard in there too. and there's definitely some water in there. Wow, that wind. Look at all the snow. There's still snow in these trees. Look at that. Oh, boy, these gravel roads. These are all season roads, like they're gravel, but they're mush. I'm not exactly sure how much rain they got down here. I feel like they got more. I thought somebody told me they got like 3 inches just out of this last shot. 5 inches within the last 2 weeks or so. I don't know that to be true. I can't verify it, but there's definitely a lot of water laying around. I'm just gonna stop here. Man, what a huge difference it is between here and back at the main farm. Like, dust is blowing, filling ditches up. Here, water in every single little dip. Like every little dip has got water. And I know you guys have some questions like, Mike, all those sloughs, every slough, everything where you see water was worked, burnt, cattails mowed off, combined off, swathed off, whatever it might be. Every one of those little potholes out there was dry. And you're probably like, Mike, you just wasted all your time and money. Well, that's probably true. But we had a lot of snow up here, as you know, and my neighbor actually told me that everything that was burnt off and worked was still dry as of 2 weeks ago. So this rain, or I guess I should say all this water you see laying around, a lot of it, actually came from all the rain. And I didn't know that we were going to get that kind of rain in the spring. I don't think anybody predicted that. So if I can, I will always take cattails off. Because cattails, why do you want to catch 8 feet of snow? You don't. Get rid of them so that way you don't catch any more snow. At least you have a fighting chance. And we did have a fighting chance until the monsoon season came upon us. Oh, man. Yeah, every one. Every low spot. Just water laying everywhere. Very saturated. There's going to be some stucks up here this time. There's definitely going to be some stucks at the North Farm. Though they do not count because there is no North Farm stuck contest. It's always the South Farm, and North Farm doesn't count with the South Farm. Reason why is because there's only basically like me, myself, and I up here in Ashtyn helping out, and that doesn't really work. It's not fair. So I looked at the long-range forecast, and of course that's about as good as you can throw it, and they are forecasting more rain for next week. I know, right? Crazy. But anyways, you guys kind of got it figured. We're wet, very wet, 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 very wet, 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 wet. Probably almost normal maybe for the north guys. I don't know, maybe it's still wet for them. But definitely monsoon, like kayak, get your boat for this Southland, Flatlander, no trees, prairie, popcorn fart, Kalahari Desert kind of guy. Anyways, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Adios, amigos. Look, even there's 2 geese there climbing to the top of the hill trying to find high ground. Oh my goodness. Okay, adios.